PriceLabs doesn't price my listing correctly. I hear it too often. If you've ever said or thought that, this video is for you. I have good and I have bad news, though more good news. So if you'll allow me, I'll start with the bad. But first, this video is not only for those who think that PriceLabs isn't pricing correctly. It's also for those who don't think they're getting the full value from the tool. It's for you if you feel that PriceLabs is confusing. You must stick with me, please, until the end, because it's my goal to clear up that confusion totally. You know that I say there are 7 layers to PriceLabs until you become a master pricer. I'm going to bring you 1 layer deeper with this video. I'm going to show you how to optimally use PriceLabs the same way that I use it to double, triple, and even in one listing, quadruple the revenue on my Airbnbs. I'm going to clarify what is base price, minimum price, and customizations, how they fit together, and when to use or change them. To do this properly, I will need your full attention. So if you're folding your laundry, stuck in traffic, or pretending to work out, watch another video because this one is not passive listening. Coincidentally enough, neither is PriceLabs. It's not passive. What that means essentially is if you're not actively managing your pricing, you're doing it wrong. Or let's say you have room to optimize. What optimize means is earn more money while everything else exactly remains the same. Okay, there's no more time to mince words, and it's not totally your fault because the tool PriceLabs wants you to believe it is passive investment. Pay the monthly fee, make some initial decisions, and set it and forget it. But no, that's sadly not how it works if you want to optimize your revenue fully. So that's the bad news. Simply, I need your attention. It's kind of an interview answer, right? You will need to use your brain. But I'm here for you as a guide, and I plan to walk you through step by step what you need to know so you have the knowledge and ability to use PriceLabs to its full extent. Okay, the good and much better news is that I can show you how to make as much as double whatever you're making now with whatever listing you have. I don't need to see it. I don't need to know where it's at on this planet. At a minimum, even if you're pretty confident in your pricing, I can still increase your revenue by 20% via a mixture of increased nightly rate and occupancy. And that 20%, that might not sound like much, but it's not peanuts. For many of you, that represents tens of thousands of dollars or more annually. The reason I know this is because of the feedback I've received from my Pricing Power Hour students. My name is Danny. These are my books, number 1 and number 4. I run the free blog at optimizeairbnb.com as well as, of course, this YouTube since 2017, believe it or not. Prior to all this, I worked at Airbnb in their San Francisco headquarters as their accountant. I do nowadays literally everything related to Airbnb. Guest, superhost, property manager, investor, everything. I think I'm the most internationally followed Airbnb teacher. I recently launched my Pricing Power Hour and it has members from over 40 countries across the globe, including Greece, Pakistan, Belgium, Vietnam, even Andorra and South Africa. Comment below with where you're watching from. I want to know. And by the way, before we get into it, if you'd like to learn more about the Pricing Power Hour, I have created a 5-day pricing course totally free that I'll send to your email. 1 tip per day, short. Base price, minimum price, customizations, and weekly calendar management. We will cover these 4 foundational concepts, which will allow you to price your Airbnb correctly and keep the reservations coming in throughout the year. Think of base price as your listing's nightly rate in an average month on an average day of the week. I know PriceLabs gives you a recommendation and you can take it. It's fine. Or you can choose your own. Also fine. That's because base price is the number we are most often going to change when we get to weekly calendar management. And I hope that doesn't scare you because it takes 30 seconds per week per listing. Go easy on yourself. I know pricing seems like a complex topic. Give yourself a few weeks, learn the strategy, but after that, And for the rest of your hosting career, yes, really 30 seconds per listing. Now, as it relates to base price, if you haven't been changing it at least once or twice per month, sometimes up to 4 times every week, please watch my video dedicated to a deep dive on that topic. Technically, this is the sum of your fixed costs, like mortgage, plus your variable costs, like utilities, plus a profit margin divided by the days expected to be rented that month. Or simpler, what are all of your expenses or cash money outflows divided by 30? That will give you your per night true minimum or the revenue needed to break even. Think of it like this. What would you accept if the alternative was a goose egg, $0? Minimum price is not what you would be happy with, it's what would you accept. Now, there are benefits with accepting a break-even point, namely the review that you'll get. There are also some risks in taking a minimum price. Many hosts, though, make a mistake here by thinking their minimum price is what they would like to receive, and oftentimes I've seen it as high as 50% higher than their true minimum, as calculated by the prior formula. Minimum price only comes into play during the 3 L times. Those are low season, last minute, and a donut if you get that last L right, low demand, okay? Low season is obvious, right? Last minute may seem obvious, but I have a twist. We want our prices a little bit lower, a little bit sooner than our competition. They do 10% step discount at 15 days into the future, then maybe another 10% at 10 days out. You do a gradual last minute discount starting at your booking lead time. Booking lead time is the average days in advance your guest is booking. Generally, it's about 30 days on Airbnb, but I've seen it as high as 70 or even 100 days. There's a video I have that I talk more about the booking lead time. Last minute gradual discount is pretty straightforward. I have a video dedicated to that customization. We use customizations to steer our occupancy at near-term and far-out dates. I got lost. Let's get back to the video. These are 2 of the 3 pricing timelines that need to be optimized. We've already discussed last-minute gradual discount to manage our near-term occupancy. To manage our far-out occupancy, we use the far-out pricing customization. In this video, I am discussing the what, the concepts, the things you need to know to earn more money, but I haven't gone into the how as much. Otherwise, this video would be well over an hour long. If you want an hour-long video, I have that full course for free on my channel where I explain everything about Airbnb. So here again, if you haven't seen my video explaining all of the customizations available on PriceLabs, how and when to use them, and how to adjust them, be sure to watch this video where I go over the 5 customizations I think every Airbnb listing needs right here. Not revenue management. Revenue is the result of our managing occupancy. That's the difference about my pricing strategy. We are managing our occupancy based on mathematics. To manage occupancy, we need an occupancy target. What do we want our occupancy to be? It's not random. It's based on the individual listing's booking lead time, or BLT. If it's 30 days, then you want to have an occupancy of 50% at 30 days into the future. If your BLT is 20 days, then you want to have an occupancy of 50% at 20 days into the future. That would be your main occupancy target. Now, if your true occupancy is higher than your occupancy target, and I'll run through an example here in a moment, then you would increase your base price. What would you do if instead your true occupancy was lower than your occupancy target? You'd lower your base price. On a weekly basis, we log into PriceLabs and we compare our true occupancy. Here you can see it at 47% to our occupancy target, in this case 50% at 30 days. In this case, what would I do? Pause the video, tell me in the comments, cement it. Even if you're wrong, you will never forget. 3, 2, 1. In this case, I would lower the base price. Now, it's time to get real. Everything I told you is 100% accurate. There's something that's different about pricing that isn't so for, say, optimization. For example, if you're optimizing your listing's title, you should always have either your brand name or your amenities in the listing's title. Speaking of which, I have a free Airbnb title generator tool you are welcome to use. But for pricing, the thing I've realized recently is that, yes, while we have a rule, we also have a nuance to the rule. In this case, the nuance is that I actually wouldn't lower my base price this week because any one reservation could change my true occupancy by 5, 10, or even 15% if it's a long reservation. So instead of saying strictly 50%, I create a range. That 50% in this case would actually be between 40 to 60%. I'm in the green zone and would make no change to my base price if my true occupancy was between 40 to 60%. Remember, in that example, my true occupancy was 47. So no change this week. Okay, it doesn't have to be exactly 50%. I have a lot more to say about pricing, but I'm going to conclude this video because I think pricing is better absorbed piecemeal. If you enjoyed this video, if I taught you something, it would mean the world to me if you let me know with a comment. YouTube nowadays hides likes, so they're not valuable anymore. I want to give you a few options to continue your learning of my pricing strategy applied to short-term rentals. I have 3 options for you, and I'm going to list them in order of price, starting with the cheapest. You can sign up for my free email course on pricing. The link is below, and it takes each of these topics discussed here, plus a few additional concepts to one layer deeper. Power is knowledge in 2026, and the email course pairs great with the video recommendations I made earlier. You can join my pricing power hour. We meet once a month live. I price my listings with you, talk about the nuances of the week. I give you a pricing mini lesson at the start of each class, and then I answer all of your questions. Your membership gets you access to the forum, and membership is capped at 100. Pricing Power Hour, I want to make clear, it's not a course. You're not interacting with a team of people who I've supposedly vetted. You're not watching videos that I've pre-recorded that are 2, 3, 4 years older. You are talking to me live every week, new material on the live calls. Okay, this includes the live calls and the forum between the calls. It's me there answering and interacting with you. Plus, you get to interact with dozens of other Airbnb hosts going through the same journey as you are. Pricing Power Hour is cheap. There is a lifetime or a monthly option, and I call it slow learning. It does not require a big time commitment by design. I ask for 2 hours per month. Lastly, I have a one-on-one mentorship available. I take on one Airbnb host at a time, and they get access to me in real time for pricing, but also ranking, hospitality, optimization, tools, automation, everything Airbnb related. This is a 4-month mentorship. There is usually a wait list, and if the spot is no longer available, reach out every 4th month of the year, or you can pay in advance to guarantee the next spot. Remember, slow season looks a lot different for the best hosts. Oh, shoot.